all the time. That's why I'm sitting when I'm next to you.
What's up? What's going on, everybody? We are here at Young Clips ChairGames, and we have today Sarah Fefer. Make some noise for Sarah Fefer! Woo!
I'm gonna make my own noise.
Alright. Yes, okay. We're excited to have you. We're gonna have a different kind of vibe to ChairGames interview today. It's gonna be very chill, podcasty, kinda, just a conversation, you know what I'm saying? So Sarah, very excited to have you here today.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, we're excited to have you here. Cheers to that. Cheers to that. Cheers, me.
Cheers.
Cheers, me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cheers. Okay.
That didn't cling. That's plastic.
That's very good. Yeah.
That's
It was
okay. Chug.
Okay, great. Okay, Sarah. So Sarah's an artist, actually.
Visual artist.
A visual artist. Can you tell me a little bit about like what you do? Like, tell me a little about.
Yeah, so I've been like a visual artist for a really long time. I've done more like digital art, a lot of drawing, a lot of painting. But recently, like I took a break from school to really like dive into the Montreal like artist scene. So kind of like touch upon all sorts of different visual mediums. So film, photography, like still the visual arts, like galleries and stuff like that. But I also started diving into event planning, which has been a game changer, complete game changer.
Tell me more. What do you mean? Why is it a game changer?
Because I think that like in event planning, this is where you can really like meet people, people that you want to be surrounded by, and the different groups in Montreal, that like the different artist groups, you get to connect with them. You get to decide like what you want to be setting up. So it's been like absolutely a game changer in terms of like who I can network with, who I want to get associated with and stuff like that. So
yeah, so it's like you set the vibe, kind of like
you set the vibe exactly, and you said it really well.
It's cool because then you kind of get to attract who you want in the room,
exactly,
according to like what you're bringing to the event. So
exactly.
Cool. And you said you went to school for art?
Yeah, so I studied in design and computation arts at Concordia. I studied there for 3 years. They have like a very big, their program is very axed on environmental like sustainability and how to create being like ecologically like aware. Mm-hmm. So I learned a lot there, and then I did a switch into art education, and that was also a game changer. Education in specifically the arts has been a game changer. Feminist studies also, that was really interesting. It was either between that or religious studies, but I'm really happy I did feminist studies. It really opened my eyes to what it's all about, patriarchy and fighting that, and I hadn't really experienced it until I left school and deep dove into the real world and the streets. So that was another learning curve, a big learning curve.
It's where you learn the most in the real world.
It's where you learn the most, the ugly and the beautiful, you know?
Yeah. So when you had initially went to school, like, what were you hoping to get out of it, and did you get what you wanted to? Like, I see you branched off into a few different things, so, where did you want to go, and then what did you get out of it?
Yeah, what an interesting question. Thanks for that. So I went to school. My hopes and my idea was that like I was gonna learn so much. I've always like been like an entrepreneur at heart, and this is what I really wanted to do. I wanted to have my own company. I wanted to have my own like designed products and stuff like that. And having done 3 years in the design program, nothing touched upon the business of making and how to get your work out there, how to promote yourself, like how to build a portfolio and make project proposals. Like none of that. None of that. So I kind of had to decide, okay, like, am I gonna continue in school where all I'm learning is theories that are very seldomly applicable in the real world, or am I just gonna deep dive into the real world and freaking figure it out, knowing that I have an academic background. So I took the deep dive, and an academic background certainly does help. It's helped me write. It's helped me make project proposals. It's helped me apply some of the theory in what I want to be doing. So like I said, like I've studied in feminism, so like when we do music videos and when we do fashion shows and different different visual things, like we really want to be pushing certain messages and doing it the right way. There's also like art history. Art history is going to teach you a lot about certain tropes, about certain themes that recur over history. Like, yeah. So like things that you want to be putting into your work also. So yeah.
Okay, that's cool. So you would say that like school did help, just not in the way that you thought it would. Like you thought you were gonna at the end of school.
Yeah.
Be like, okay, I'm ready to do. And you know what? It's crazy because like I feel like so many people think that. You know?
I think that honestly, like I think the part that was the most disappointing part is that even though I had been in the same program for 3 years and that I had followed from one class to another teachers and students, it's like because it's in the school setting, I never ended up making my family, or I never ended up making my artist family there. And so I just knew that this wasn't the place for me. Like I wasn't seen. Like nobody saw me. But as soon as I stepped out of it, it's like, wow, okay, people actually saw me. Like people saw my work. Like people appreciated what I was bringing to the table. Whereas when you're in a school group team, you might get the shorthand with all the shitty projects, like you're the secretary of the group, and it wasn't fun. That wasn't for me. I was just like, no, I'm the leader. Like,
yeah. So when you decided to finally like break free and
go
into the real world and, you know, branch off into your own thing, like, where did you start? Like, how did you know where to start? Like, were you like, okay?
I didn't.
And how did you like make that like jump? Like, you
oh
just.
Oh my god, I didn't. Okay, so this is how it happened. Okay, this is really funny though, because you know that I've been working alongside Mireille Lavoie.
Yes.
Okay, so Mireille Lavoie is a huge artist here in Montreal. For those who don't know, she's created music videos for a lot of people. She's built events. She works in the nightlife of Montreal, creates events, and
her work is amazing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
like
really
super connected with the burlesque scene, with the cirque scene, with like a lot of different scenes in Montreal. So basically, I had met her once when I was making jewelry, and then 3 years later, I'm in my house questioning what the hell am I doing with my life. I just left school and I'm like, okay, let's deep dive, and I didn't know where to go. And I went to the bathroom, came back out of the bathroom, and it was like this, you know, those kinds of like weird moments where all of a sudden, like, you get the message, you know, and in my head I receive like, what are you doing? Like, you have time. This is what you have time. It's not something that doesn't exist. It's like you have it and you can give it. And so I was like, okay, who do I give it to? Who do I give this time? Because if I'm not giving it to myself, I'll give it to someone else and I'll learn. I'm just gonna learn. So I hit her up, like, just randomly like that, like, up on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, I believe in you, I see what you do, like, I want to be part of your projects, I want to help you grow, I want to help, like, I want to be part of your vision. And so she messages me back a couple days later. She's like, meet me this place, this location. And ever since, it's been like hip to hip, let's go. Like, we've got a plan, we've got a vision, the royal vision, and it's just been one project after the other.
What exactly is the royal vision?
Oh my god, now you're getting into some stuff. So
Royal vision. I like how it sounds.
The royal. So Royal Vision is a creative agency that basically brings your dreams to life.
Okay.
So whatever project you want to make, whether it's in film, photography, or event planning, we're gonna sit down with you. We're gonna see, okay, what's your budget?
Are you Royal Vision?
I am
Are
Royal
you guys
Vision.
Royal
Yeah,
Vision?
we are
Okay.
Royal Vision.
Okay, cool.
So we're working with, and it's like we're all like women building this Royal Vision, this company, and yeah, so we that's what we do. So we make your visions come to life. We work within your budget, and we make the best of Montreal. You know.
Okay. And so that's I guess where you've been doing a lot of your projects and getting that hands-on experience.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Cool. So what are some upcoming or past, things that you've been working on or worked on already? Some exciting ones.
So the past events, we just finished our fashion show, The Glitch. So the fashion show was my dream. It was like I've always wanted to make a fashion show. For those out there who get me, I was very often bullied when I was a kid, and like it sucked. Mean.
Very
don't
mean.
Do that to kids,
Don't bully.
because you don't know when you're not going to be allowed to go in a club because I own the club. No, I'm kidding. But like, but just to say, like, I had applied like about like 3 to 4 times to be part of a fashion show, whether in high school or university, and I had never been selected, whether it was me to model, me to have my own designs in the fashion show. And so as soon as that kind of happened, I was like, fuck it, I want to make my own fashion show. If I can't be in someone else's, I'm gonna make my own, So so we had a different concept. I had a different idea of how I wanted to do that, because I really want it to be like the underground of Montreal. I really like the smaller artists, the underground, but Mirai is connected to the
mainstream
mainstream. Yeah, exactly. So I kind of like want to do that bridge and bridge the gap, but also in a different way. So we ended up doing it at the 212 in the old port.
It looks really nice. Y'all look really nice. Can't even lie. Their costumes and stuff, it was like whoosh.
It was
nice.
A dream come true. Honestly, it was a dream come true. It was so beautiful. Honestly, I was so busy that night that I had no pictures of me. We didn't even have like the time. Mirai and me were running all over the place. We didn't even have the time to catch an interview. We were so sad, but we had Yves Ulysse there from M3 Montreal, and he did some interviews with some of the designers there and some of the other the guests that we had, and he did such a great job. And then after that, like he was all in the spirits of mode and design Montreal, so he got really busy. So this is my opportunity to kind of talk about the event too. But it was really great. We had some girls from Lavender Maze like wearing her closet and doing a little bit of burlesque there that night, and it was really amazing.
What would you say your favorite thing about the fashion show was? Like, what was like what would you say had made it your like dream come true? Like, what was the it?
The it moment?
The it moment.
Okay. The it moment was 5 minutes before it's like we were letting the doors open. I was so stressed. I was stressed because I didn't think we were ready. I did not believe that I had done all this and that we were ready to like make the models go out, you know? And so I was there, I was in a pink onesie, okay? I was still in my pink onesie, and I was like, are we ready? Like, what's going on? Like, do you have this? Like, is everybody lined up? Blah, 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 blah. And then my colleague, she takes me by the shoulders. I have another designer coming around the table, like 2 of them actually that came around, Guillaume Chêne and Sarah Leblanc. They come up to me, they take me by the shoulders, and they're like, Sarah, go get changed. We're ready. Makeup's done. Hair's done. We're lined up. We're ready for the show. And that was it. And I was just like, wait, what? We're ready? It's happening? Like now? And I was like, yeah. I was just like, okay. So I went to go sit down, and I got the chance to watch my show.
Wow.
And it was amazing.
Wow.
It was amazing. And all the comments after, it was just like, we've never experienced something like this before. We like, you know, like wow, it was like just beautiful people. It was just like it. And when I say beautiful people, you know what I mean. It's the vibe.
Mm-hmm,
it's the vibe that you create, and that's what it's all about. It's the love that you give. Mm-hmm. It's the love that ends up being in that room that night. It was only love. Only love.
I remember seeing some pictures, and like the models were walking, and then like the crowd was so engaged. Like everyone, they had like their phones, or they were like, you know, everyone looked so like interested and like in the moment. So it was really nice to see those moments captured in some images. So it was really nice. It was really cool. I wasn't able to make it, unfortunately, but I wish I was. And I know there's going to be more to come. So
there is.
I'll definitely be at the next ones. Do you have anything else upcoming that you want to talk about? Anything else in the works right now?
Yeah, we do. We have a birthday party coming up, and when I say our birthday party, it's my birthday. It's Mireille Lavoie's birthday, which is an annual thing that we always create, the Red Velvet Ball, and it's going to be featured by The Glitch and Royal Vision.
What's The Glitch? Is The Glitch?
The Glitch was the fashion show.
Okay.
And we decided that we're keeping The Glitch as a name, and it's going to be editions. So like The Glitch fashion show was edition 1. Mm-hmm. Now we're going for The Glitch Red Velvet Ball, and it's going to be edition 2, and then it's just going to be one event after another where we keep some themes, but you're never going to know what to expect because we just keep changing it up, and there's always a special element. And I'm not going to drop it, I'm not going to jinx myself, but man, the venue, just a couple notches, like, towards the top, you know?
Ooh.
So, like...
Okay, we ready.
Everybody, this is Shimeah Beyond, interviewing the Sarah Fefer.
Okay, let's get right into it. Okay, Sarah, I want to dive a little bit deeper because you're so like multifaceted in all the different areas of art that you do, and you know you also model. Don't act like you don't model. You model. Yeah.
Okay.
You actually do. So
sort of, yeah.
Yeah, like I see some really cool shots, and I don't know if you do those as kind of like examples, like of like styles of art that people could do, or like, cause like, you definitely model. She models.
It's like sporadic. I've never really considered myself as a model. I think that I have a different way of seeing it because, like we talked about with the academic part and everything, it's more like there is so much that you can read upon.
You have some
for
cool
like
shots, though.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks. I do. Like I'm like kind of that, like a Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Like I don't really care in which position I end up. I'm just gonna always have kind of like a very similar face because it's not about the face. It's not about like it's about the gaze. It's about me and my body, but not about my body being objectified. It's about my space and where I'm in, what I'm wearing, but I don't see myself as trying to get that sexual attention when I do it. Okay? Like it's it's a different
art.
thing. Yeah.
Literally art.
It is, exactly. And like there's, like I was saying, like there's a lot that you can read upon in like the female body and the way it's been represented in different photos. So when it's like, so I don't take a lot of pictures of me, I don't do a lot of like reels, I don't do a lot of that, but if I do photos, I'm the director of my photos. I'm in charge of how I'm positioned, you know, like, and that's how I feel comfortable with doing that, modeling.
Yeah. So have you done any recent shoots that like you'd want to talk about or anything exciting? Okay, tell.
Yes. Always, okay. So I did a photo shoot with a tarantula.
Bruh.
Ha. Would you?
I mean, I would do it.
Actually.
I would actually do it.
You hold the tarantula.
I'd be scared. Listen, I'd be fucking scared. Okay, I would be scared as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
But I would do it because I feel like it would just be so cool. Like,
Okay.
It would just look so cool. Like,
What
it'd
if
be cool.
What if I told you that you could train yourself to not be afraid of spiders?
I believe you because you can train yourself to do anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you want to know how I did it? Because I was terrified of spiders.
Okay. How?
Okay. So about a year ago, I decided, like, this is ridiculous. I live in an apartment where there's spiders all over the place, but not like tiny spiders. Like, they are
Like the big ass ones with the big bodies and the little legs there.
the big mamas.
Ooh.
Exactly. Like, next level, like almost tarantula wolf spider style. So
wolf spiders, y'all. Oh shit.
yeah, so at the time I was teaching art, and I kind of like, I fell into this kind of thought, like, what if, you know, like if we say that like art is like making magic, like like when you do music, you know, it's like you're putting yourself out there, you're creating some vibes, you're sending it, but it's like a ripple of magic, you know.
Okay.
So like when you paint, when you draw, it's kind of like the same exercise. So I was comparing art and magic, and I was teaching that to 5-year-olds, okay, in different ways. So so then I was like, well, what if I did the ridiculous spell on myself and my fears, like in Harry Potter, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like, you know, like in the scene, I don't remember like which movie it's in, but like they're learning like how to turn the anyways, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna like, okay, so like in Harry Potter, when they have like the scary thing that comes after them, they have the spell, like the ridiculous or whatever, and it turns them into something funny. It turns their fear into something funny. So I did the same exercise, but instead of with a magic wand, I did it with a paintbrush.
Okay.
So let me show you. Okay. So the first one ended up like this, okay? So this was an acrylic painting, okay, that I did like in 3 days, something like that. It was just like as an experiment. And I hung it up on the wall, and I told myself, and this is like a mind process, is like as you're painting it, so you know, 3 hours for 3 days, it's like you're telling yourself, I'm not going to be afraid of spiders anymore. This is going to make me not afraid of spiders anymore. Okay. So hang it up on the wall. Cool. That's done. I needed a change in like perspective, took it off the wall, put it in the attic, and but I still continued this experiment with myself of trying not to be afraid of spiders anymore.
Okay.
So I go to Vancouver, okay, and that's a 5-hour trip, okay. So I draw this, and I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but like it's a whole bunch of like different, like it's a whole bunch of spiders, kind of, they all look the same, but there's a lot of swirls and stuff.
You colored it.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, so it's just like pencil and crayon. I did this in the plane, you know, and it passed the time. It took 5 hours to make. So I did that. That was another part of it. And then I hyper edited that. So that was one of my other things, is like some of the processes of my digital art are actually like you hyper edit, so you just edit without thinking about how you're editing. You're just using a whole bunch of different tools and effects and stuff like that, and it turned into this. Okay, now this is a badly printed version of it. The colors are much more beautiful. This, and this one I call actually a cheetah, but this, okay, is a picture of that. Like this is the same. Like this is the same but just different. You know.
Okay.
So again, it's a process of changing your perception, of changing a relationship. Until, oh wait, yeah. I also and I did more. I did other experiments. So this one was another spider that I drew, and this one was actually
you can actually draw.
Yeah, you can.
Well.
Like
artist.
Those were just little experiments, you know. There's real good shit, and then there's the other things that you just do on the side. But this you can put on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
So I didn't bring it, but I made
put it on a T-shirt.
Yeah, you can put this on a T-shirt. You just iron it on a T-shirt.
Wow.
So I made those until one day I realized, you know what? It's been a year. I'm ready for my tarantula. I'm ready to do something with a real tarantula. And so I linked up with Jay Lecomte, so Jérémy Lecomte, who's a photographer in Montreal. He's the
super lit photographer.
Yes, thank you. He was at Creators Collision.
Yeah, we'll get into Creators Collision.
Okay, sure. He's an amazing photographer, and so he did the tarantula shoot with me, and I'll be dropping that right after I drop this interview.
Hey.
So I'm not gonna show you the pictures. I've decided that I'm not gonna show you the pictures here. You guys can check out my website in the portfolio. It's gonna be there. You can check out my Instagram, and it's gonna be there also. Yeah.
I'm excited.
Fix my drink.
Okay, that's dope. I'm excited to see those pictures. Y'all make sure you stay tuned for those pictures. She literally takes pictures with a tarantula.
It was fun.
Okay.
Billie Eilish style. It's just not coming out of my mouth. Not ready for that one. It's prickly. Tarantulas are prickly. They're like little cactuses.
It felt weird.
No, it was beautiful. Felt really nice.
Yeah. Would you do it again?
It's yeah.
Would you have a pet tarantula?
Yeah.
Would you hug it?
You can't.
Why?
Because there's so part of the process is learning about the animal, right?
It'll bite you?
So no, not necessarily it'll bite, but it's so fragile that I wasn't actually even allowed to stand up during the photo shoot.
It'll bite you.
Because if it falls, the abdomen is so fragile that it'll break. Yeah, it's more fragile than an egg.
Wow.
The tarantula is a very soft creature. It's not a mean creature. It's a very misunderstood creature.
Would you kiss it?
I would.
Wow. Cool.
I wouldn't Billie Eilish. I wouldn't actually put her in my mouth, but I would put her you'll see when you see the pictures, but I let her pretty much go anywhere.
Oh my god.
You know, anywhere.
That's
anywhere.
That's kind of cool. Would you do that with a snake?
Yes, definitely a snake.
I do that too.
Snakes are super soft. They're like silk.
Wow.
They feel like silk. It's just actually soothing. The soothing snakes are silky, soft, and sassy. Sarah so sings so.
I can't wait to see these pictures, yo. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Okay, and Creators Collision. Can we talk about it for a minute?
Yeah, for sure.
Yes. Okay, so you guys.
That was your event. So
yes. A couple weeks ago, we had an event called Creators Collision, which we actually had young clips at the event too.
Shout out.
Doing interviews.
Fix my drink.
Yeah. Doing interviews. It was super dope. We also had Sarah there who actually created almost every scene that was there. So
the photo sets, yeah.
Yeah, all the photo sets. So what was that like for you?
It was fun, but it wasn't necessarily something that I'd put a lot of time into again. The only reason for that is because I have a very small Toyota, okay? And I was running around all pretty much like 2 days before, I was running around everywhere to get all the equipment and the stuff. And it was a lot of gas. It was a lot of getting things to set all that up. And I know that you did a lot in that too. Like, you got all the plants that were there. You like, you know, so, and there's some of the other sponsors and things that you got, the bikinis and everything. So, you know, I know that it was a lot of effort and physical effort too, to get all of those things set up. So like, not that I wouldn't necessarily, like, I would do it again. I just think that I would have like a team to do it with me.
Okay.
Next time. That I would love to like organize them, do like really nice things, but like, yeah, have the other people like kind of go get what I need to get and do it, if that makes sense.
Girl,
but like, that's not like,
feel you.
that's not about
I
you.
feel
Like
you.
that's just like, yo, imagine if we were rich and famous like already, you know, like, and you could just like call shots and be like, blah blah
This is
blah.
literally
I want
my
this.
everyday life. I'm like, I wish I
That's
had
what I'm
people to just do things for me. And you know what?
Or you have to do it yourself.
At first.
At first.
You know, you have to build the foundation as to what you're building, and then, you know, once
Yeah.
things are in order, then you're able to delegate certain things to different people, you know,
Yeah.
so you can spend more time doing what you love to do. This is the boss's world. This is how, like, and any company, it's always the person at the top who's doing the least, because they have that ability to kind of sit back and delegate different tasks to different people, because they already set the foundation. But at first, you gotta do the work, girl.
Everything. You do everything.
You gotta do the work.
Like, I was getting like paintings from different artists in Montreal. I was getting vintage lamps from
It looks
from a
really
spot. Oh my god. And
looks
like
good.
had like, honestly, like, bless you, pulled through with the plants. Like, that was one of my biggest concerns, was that like I was gonna have pulled all these strings to get those lamps, and that we were gonna get the lamps and the plants. And you got the plants.
You know what? I don't want to take all the
You got
credit.
forests.
I don't want to take all the credit, because I actually had some help. I actually had a girl who was working with me. She's actually younger, and she was like, Shimeah, like, I want to help. What can I do to help? And I was like, girl, I need some plants. Girl, I need plants. I need a lot of motherfucking plants.
Delegate.
Help me get some plants. And she was like, girl, I got you. And I was like, shit, like, I hope she comes through, because, yo, we need them plants. And, yo, the day before, she's like, I got the plants. Come pick them up. We got the plants.
And that's how you know you have an actual queen. Delegate, it gets done. Like, what
like,
Shimeah wants, Shimeah gets. What Shimeah wants, Shimeah gets. I love it.
I just have faith, you know. I'm like,
Yeah.
pull it up. We
That's
get the plants.
perfect.
Put them in the car. We got to like pick. We actually got to like pick every single plant. Every single
Really?
plant was hand picked. Yeah, I was like, I like that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. So it was
Yeah.
pretty cool to be able to do that. But I think a lot of it wouldn't have been able to have gotten done without you. I think each set looks super nice and super cool. And I have no sense of creative direction. Well, I don't want to say that, but it's like, it's not really my like field of expertise. So I was grateful for you to be there for that.
I appreciate it. You really threw a nice event. It was a really great
you.
opportunity. It was a great thing to create and explore with you guys, and like to bring all these artists together and to do something really nice.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
pretty cool. Do you have any, aside from the birthday party, is there like another event that you would like to do, like in like a super crazy cool event, like something like randomly like fun, like what type of event?
Randomly fun. Like, I already have
Like the fashion show was super cool and different. Do you
Yeah.
would you want to do something like that again with a little twist? Like
yeah,
something-
so those who know me like already know that I have like huge plans for the next for another fashion show that we're gonna throw. I'm not saying it's the next fashion show, but it's like, it's going to be the biggest fashion show that Montreal has ever seen.
You heard it here first.
So like, just get ready for that. I don't know if I should drop the name right away, but everybody who does know me and knows that like I've been talking about this already knows the name. I've been just
Drop
nonstop
it.
talking about it. Drop it.
Drop it.
Drop it. Drop it. It's called Urban Butterflies.
Ooh. Okay.
And yeah, I'm just like really excited. It's probably gonna be around like next spring, like spring. So fall, winter, spring.
Okay, dope. We're here for it. I'm
Yeah.
ready.
And we're back online. I just really wanted to say that.
Sarah,
Okay.
you're from Montreal?
Yes,
Born, raised Montreal?
born and raised.
Your family's from Montreal too?
Yeah, my mom's side is from Quebec. My dad's side is from France and Germany.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
You have siblings?
I do. I have a brother. My brother is really, really cool. My brother is like an alien. He's an alien. He's an alien child. I just have to mention it right away. I was more brought like from the gods and the deities. My brother was sent straight from the UFO. Was just like, yeah.
Alright.
Sorry. He fixed
Must
my
be the
drink.
rub.
So like, yeah, no, I love my brother. He's an underwater welder. He does construction underwater.
Like,
in
does
a
he wear like
scuba suit.
I was just gonna say, does he have to wear like the?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He's like total scuba. Like,
That's pretty fucking cool though.
he swims with the fishies. Fucking nails them.
He's
to
older?
Yeah.
Okay. How old
No,
are you?
no. He's younger.
Younger.
Younger. Sorry, I said yeah.
How old are you?
I'm 24.
24. Okay, young.
Yeah.
Wow.
But for the birthday bash ball, I'm gonna be 25.
Wait, when's your birthday?
One
Hold on,
quarter. It's gonna be a quarter
Are
party.
you a Scorpio?
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, Scorpio. Okay. Whoa.
Okay, sorry.
Can you do that again? Do that one more time? Was
Yeah,
it-
one more time. One more time.
Yeah. Were you in like a Sigma?
I
Alpha?
like that.
Sigma?
We got comments.
It's okay. We like the crowd interaction. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you plan on staying in Montreal? Like, are you gonna stay? Do you plan on moving?
So Vancouver is my second home.
Okay, it's pretty.
It's pretty expensive though.
Yeah.
So if I can still crash
There you
with,
go.
if I can still crash with my frat boys out there, I will.
So you actually were in like a frat, so we're
No. Like.
saying, no? Okay.
No.
Okay.
I have family out there, so I'm able to stay with my family some of the
Nice.
time with my grandmother. I love her to bits. Like, I miss her every single day. But I do have a lot of friends out there also, and they're very welcoming. And
When
they
were
let
you
me
there
stay with
last? Like,
them. A year ago.
Okay.
A year ago, yeah. When flew out.
okay, and how long were you there? Because you said you have friends and everything like that.
Yeah,
so, like,
I usually stay for a month. Every
Okay.
time I go, I usually stay for a month. I'm able to live over there. I'm able to work over there whenever I want. So like
What do you
wherever
do for work
I want.
there?
Whatever.
Whatever,
Find a
wherever.
job. Like honestly, like I've gone up to thrift stores and I said, hey, like if if you need somebody to clean the store, I can do that for you. Just like pay me minimum wage for like the weekend, and I get a little bit of cash, and then I can do whatever I want the rest of the time. So like it's a lot of like truck. It's a lot,
Speaking
so,
of pay, how do you get paid as an artist? Like, how do you how does it work?
Okay, so the reason I left school was because I talked about the fact that I wanted my own business, and school wasn't teaching me how to do that. So now I love how we're going full circle on this. Okay, but I left school to deep dive into the artist world to actually learn
How to get paid.
how to get paid, how the different art sectors and art mediums, different disciplines. So the music industry, the film industry, the photography, like how they deal with money, how they charge and everything. So I've learned so much, basically how I get paid right now is you want a project, you want to work with me, tell me. Talk to me about your project. What is your project? Do you have a budget? All right. Where do I fit in this project? Okay. How much budget do you have for this part of the project? have you really thought about how much work this means for me, and does that budget make sense? And so I'm going to say, yes, it makes sense. I'll take on your project. I'm sorry, that doesn't make sense. This is our price. And, you know, realistically speaking, if I want to have more ramen this week, let's be real. Let's be real.
So would you say it's like an hourly? Like it's like an hourly based off of like the work that you'd be doing?
Hourly, I'm usually too expensive. So usually
prices
we'll
are too high. Okay, listen.
So hourly, I'm between $80 to $100. Okay. Speaking like per project, it depends on the project. It depends where your project is going to take me. It depends like on a couple certain things, like how much back and forth am I gonna have to go. Remember, like for Creators Collision, like that was 2 days in advance that I'd actually have to like drive around to go get some things, you know, but the pay in the end is good. So you do it, and that's fine as long as the gas gets paid back and everything. So like at the moment, this is where we're at. But I think that like with the events and the fashion shows and everything that we're creating and where I'm headed with my visual arts and like, you know, and galleries and things like that, the money's gonna come.
Yeah.
The money's gonna come. The money's
coming.
like it's already coming, you know?
Yeah.
It's just like I'm at the very start.
Yeah. So
I just started seeing how that money is flowing, and yeah.
I like to say like with everything, there's like that intern phase where you kind of have to like collaborate and like, you know, be a part of certain things and like kind of learn things and like, you know.
No, it's 100%. And like I said, like I've been like bussing around for 7 months about. Like the intern phase is done.
Yeah.
Like the intern phase is done. Oh, you know? And just saying, like it's Virgo month, we're manifesting. Like this is time to manifest. Like as Scorpios, like our Virgos are our love life, and they're also our pay.
Hey, okay. And so, would you say like your title is just like an artist, like a visual artist? Like if I was to say, Sarah, like what's like your career? What's like your thing?
Yeah, so my title is creative director and artist.
Okay. And where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I'd like to already have the base of my art school. I'd have to have my
That's
art school.
very vague. Have you thought about your 5-year plan?
No.
Think about it right now. In 5 years,
well,
what do you want your life to look like? What do you see?
Close your eyes.
Think about it.
Okay.
Just take a moment.
All right, taking a moment. I do have my 10-year plan though.
10-year? Okay, let's do the 10-year. Yeah.
But the 10-year plan is in 10 years.
Okay.
I have my art school, and
Who are you
I'm already dealing. I'm teaching kids.
Okay.
But me, as a professional, I'm dealing so higher up.
Okay.
Like I'm high. Like I'm high, definitely.
Big time.
But
big time
high. But like, you know, as an independent artist, I'm gonna be all over the place. I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be in Vancouver. I'm gonna be in Miami. I'm gonna be like, I don't know if I'm gonna be somewhere around the States or like in Europe or something.
No,
I'm gonna be huge in Montreal. Like my name in Montreal at that point is just like it's set.
Okay.
Like in 10 years, like my
that
name
you
in
branched
Montreal.
Out.
Exactly. I'm branched out in different places where the passive income is real. And my art school is in Montreal. My empire is in Montreal, and that's where I see myself. And so in 5 years, hopefully I have half of that done. And so I'm settled in a couple places. I have my name running in a couple places.
Married?
And I have... Married? Oh, I didn't think of that.
You didn't think about that? Oh.
No. Like I said...
Do you want to get married?
Not in a, like, okay, like... Well, like, it's complicated.
Sorry, I just got right in there.
No, but it's complicated. Okay, so like in the previous episode with clips, like we talked a little bit about that, and like I said, like in that previous episode, is like I don't mind if I find the love of my life at 60. I don't mind, and love to me is just so.
You never
It's
know.
so amazing. It's such a you can give it to everybody and you can share it with everybody. That to have that one person that you give all of it to
Wait.
way too specific.
Wait.
Sorry. Okay, well.
Are you
okay, I'm sorry.
Are you saying that you're living your life right now and you're not looking for anything and kind of like you don't even want to think about just having one sole person where you're just pouring into, you just want to live your life?
I'm just living my life, but I am looking for the people that want to share that love with me, but that believe in me in more than just the pussy. Is that clear? Like, I want someone to believe in me as much as I believe in myself, and when I look in the mirror, I see my eyes first. And that's love. And that's respect. And I want that.
Okay.
And you'll have the pussy third.
Wow.
Because
Hear that?
first, you'll have my eyes. Second, you'll have my passion and my beliefs. And you'll have a part of, my passions, like my actual, like my work life. And third, you're going to get it when I tell you you're going to get it.
Whoa.
If you do the dishes. Because I hate doing dishes. Shimeah, does that answer your question about
y'all
marriage?
better start getting your gloves on. Start the scrubbing. You also let me in on a big secret. You did. She let me in on a big secret. Yeah. On your preference and taste in men.
Are you actually gonna go there?
Yeah. You know, as we're wrapping up, let's get a little bit fun,
Speaking of wrapping up.
So Sarah has preferences in men. Why don't you tell us what do you look for?
No, I'm gonna let you do it.
What do you look for?
I'm gonna let you do it.
What do you
No, you wanted to say the secret. I'm gonna let you do it.
Sarah said that she's interested in dark-skinned men. Okay, so make sure if you're coming correct. Okay, she said she's not really into white dudes too much, not really into Asians. She ain't got no type. But at the same time, you gotta have some color. You gotta have some flavor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, this is for the boom boom bang bang scenarios. In terms of like spreading the love, like I said, equally.
I heard they said once
like,
go,
like it's
never
everybody.
go.